Welcome back to the Ultimate DIY channel. Today, I'm dropping a game-changing tutorial to turn those foggy, yellowed headlights into crystal clear, showroom shiny beasts. No need to shell out big bucks at the shop. Just grab some sandpaper, a dab of toothpaste, or a pro polishing kit, and we'll make those headlights pop like never before. This quick fix not only saves you cash, but also makes nighttime driving safer and your car look. Start by grabbing a clean cloth and giving those headlights a good wipe down. Get rid of all that dirt and grime that's been building up. Some tough plastic gunk is still clinging to the surface, and a simple wipe won't cut it. So I'm using a utility knife to gently scrape it off without scratching the headlight. Just take your time and use light pressure. Let the blade do the work. Slow and steady gives you the best results. Hit subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on more epic hacks. Once those stubborn spots are gone, the surface will be way smoother and ready for the real magic. Polishing. And trust me, this prep step makes a huge difference in the final result. By using the inside of these batteries, I can whip up a DIY cleaner that works surprisingly well. Next, I'll carefully grind the battery core to extract the fine black carbon powder inside. It's the key ingredient for our cleaning mix. It acts like a superfine abrasive, gentle enough not to scratch the surface, but strong enough to scrub away oxidation, yellowing, and dirt. It helps restore that clear, shiny look to your headlights. Now let's mix it up. I'm adding a small amount of toothpaste to the carbon powder. Toothpaste already has mild abrasives, and when combined with the carbon, it becomes a powerful DIY polishing paste. Just mix until you get a smooth, thick consistency. It should feel like a gritty cream. Give the mixture a good stir until everything blends smoothly. Now, to kick things up a notch, I'm adding a small splash of vinegar. The vinegar helps break down tough grime and adds a bit of chemical cleaning power to our paste. Mix it all up again until it's nice and even. At this point, the texture should be creamy but gritty, perfect for polishing without scratching your headlights. Now I'm going to divide the headlight into two sections. I'll clean just one side using our homemade mixture and leave the other side untouched. That way, we can clearly see the before and after difference. This side-by-side comparison will show just how effective this simple DIY trick really is. Now I'm applying the mixture to the section I want to clean. Just spread it evenly across the surface. Make sure it covers all the cloudy and yellowed areas. Don't worry about being too precise. Just focus on getting a nice, even layer so the mixture can really do its job. Now, let it sit for about 5 minutes. This gives the mixture time to break down all the grime and oxidation stuck on the surface. After that, we'll move on to the fun part, scrubbing it clean and revealing the results. Now it's time to scrub. I'm using a piece of sandpaper to gently rub the surface in circular motions. I'm starting with 800 grit sandpaper. It's slightly more abrasive, perfect for cutting through tough oxidation and heavy yellowing on older headlights. This helps lift away the oxidation and lets our cleaning paste really work its magic. When it comes to sandpaper, choosing the right grit is key. For headlights, I recommend starting with a fine grit, around 1000 to 2000. It's gentle enough to avoid scratching the surface, but still effective at removing that cloudy layer. Backhand index pointing right. Avoid using rough sandpaper like 400 or 600. It's too aggressive and can leave visible marks. If your headlight is really bad, you can start with 1000 and then finish with something smoother, like 2000 or even 3000 grit for a polished look. Now I'm switching to 1000 grit sandpaper. This finer grit helps smooth out the surface even more and removes any tiny scratches left behind by the 800 grit. After sanding, you'll notice the surface still looks cloudy or hazy. That's completely normal, so don't panic. Now I'm moving on to 1500 grit sandpaper. This ultra-fine grit helps smooth out the hazy surface even more and preps it perfectly for polishing. And finally, I'm finishing off with 2000 grit sandpaper. This is a superfine grit that really smooths out the surface and erases any tiny imperfections left behind. This step is all about refining, prepping the headlight for that crystal clear shine. Again, I'm wet sanding gently, letting the paper glide over the surface. After sanding, the surface looks cloudy and dull like this, and that's totally expected. Don't worry, it's part of the process. Now comes the final step, polishing. I'm going to bring back that glossy, crystal clear finish and make this headlight look brand new again. Now I'm grabbing an empty soda can. Yep, just a regular aluminum can. You're probably wondering what this is for, right? Next, I'm pouring a bit of acetone into the soda can. Acetone is a powerful solvent. It helps dissolve any leftover residue and gives the surface a smooth, clean finish. Now I'm taking a heat gun and carefully heating up the bottom of the soda can. The idea here is to warm up the metal, so it works almost like a mini polishing iron. As the acetone reacts with the heat, it helps soften and melt away any remaining haze on the headlight surface, bringing out a smooth, glossy finish. When heated inside the can, the acetone quickly evaporates, releasing a warm vapor filled with solvent. As this vapor touches the plastic surface, it gently melts the cloudy layer, creating a temporary chemical polishing effect. The heat from a heat gun speeds up the reaction of the acetone, while also slightly softening the plastic surface. This helps fill in tiny scratches, making the headlight look smoother and clearer. Alright, time for the moment of truth. Here's the side we cleaned and polished using our DIY method, and here's the untouched side. As you can see, the clean side looks much clearer, smoother, and almost like new. The foggy layer is gone, the scratches are barely noticeable, and the headlight just pops. Meanwhile, the untreated side still looks dull and yellowed. This side-by-side comparison really shows how effective this simple method can be, with just a few tools and household items. So, if your headlights are looking tired and cloudy, don't throw money at a new set, try this first. And if you found this helpful, give a like, drop a comment, and hit subscribe for more awesome DIY car hacks.